Kelly would be remembered for his knack for remembering everyone's name. That meant something to him. He wanted to know and have a personal relationship with each of his customers. You know, every morning, 7 days a week, you could call the barn and hear the barn, Kelly, kind of just came off his tongue, almost as if he was singing it to you, regardless of how busy or whatever he was. He always had time to make you feel important and special.
I think Pops's legacy in Utah golf, especially Northern Utah, was kind of the end of the era of the old-time golf professional. Opened 7 days a week, was behind the counter when people were expecting him to be behind the counter, and was kind of the end of that old school golf pro that we got to know and love.
I think his legacy wanted to be golf early. Knowing his grandpa and Uncle Ernie Jr., he did want to follow in their footsteps, but he wanted to play golf first. He had the opportunity to become something of a owner type situation at the Barn Golf Club years ago, and boy did he jump on it. I think then his legacy changed. Knowing what his grandpa and what his uncle did, I felt like that was a huge drive for him. I was fortunate enough to see it happen. His change, his desire, and his vision. It was quite remarkable.
Kelly's been a great mentor clear back to my junior days. You know, I was an El Monte kid growing up, but out of curiosity and wanting to see another golf course as a kid, I had my mom drop me off out there, played some junior golf out there. Kelly kind of took me under his wing. He gave my kids employment over the years and showed them how to work really hard. Anytime I wanted to talk to somebody in the golf business, he was always on the short list of any question I'd run into, and as a friend, you know, I just valued that time he would take with me when I wanted to come out and spend a little time, because he was always busy on the counter, always taking great care of those customers, but he would always take the time, and we grew incredibly close over the years, and I miss not being able to make that little trip out to the barn to have that same experience.
Unfortunately, he fell just shy of pulling into the parking lot every single day for 50 years. He made it to 49. And in memory of and reverence to him, we provided his own parking spot where that parking spot was left vacant for a year, just out of respect and memory of his dedication to this facility and this lifestyle.
Of course, we came in his golf career a little later, probably around the Yip time. And so we were able to see throughout his career. I wish I could have seen him back when he was a player, but we saw when it was a different putter, when it was the claw, when it was the long putter. We experienced some 20-foot putts that went 2 feet and some 2-foot putts that went 20. So unfortunately, we didn't really see the heyday, but we had some good laughs.
The day he won the Schneider Memorial, which was so important to him, it was crazy to watch him go through that day, and Kelly didn't become the golfer that he wanted to be when he started, and for this to come to fruition, it was a great thing to watch.
I do remember back in probably the early 90s playing in a little match up at Mount Ogden with some guys from the barn. I would have been in my 20s at the time, and I was playing with Kelly, and it was a very hot day, and I always admired that golf swing. He had that great little Sam Snead kind of squat, little push down into the ground, but that particular day, but we had some fun along the way, and I remember it being so hot, he was out there playing in no shirt and a pair of black Sansa belts, so that's always kind of a fun one. I'll always remember with those great saddle shoes.
He was a great mentor for many, including myself. I consider it a great honor to have been able to be by his side for so many years, watching him do what he absolutely loved to do, and watching him do it better than anyone I've ever seen.
There's no doubt that his favorite things about golfing at the barn were the camaraderie. It was first off the opportunity to work with his kids and his brother every single day. I think as much as he might have thought it was a pain at times, that was what he woke up to do, and also his customers were his family. So to be able to deal with the same people on a daily basis, to know the first names of damn near everybody that came in the door, that was what kept him going and made him the person that he was.
Kelly was a fixture in Northern Utah golf for, you know, well over 40 years, 50 years, closer to 50 actually. When you're the face on that counter every day, those customers see 7 days a week, you create a lot of friendships. I always admired Kelly because he did teach me that it's very important to be out on the counter, and I know a lot of head professionals this day and age are not doing as much of that, but it was always very important to Kelly that you are the face of the business.
We love and miss you, Dad. We appreciate your dedication to Utah golf.
On behalf of the Utah Section PGA, we would like to congratulate the Woodland family for the honor of having Kelly as our honoree at this year's 2022 Utah Senior Open. During his career, Kelly has left all of us a wonderful legacy, and we are grateful to have Kelly and his family as part of our Utah PGA family. We look forward to remembering him and honoring him. Kelly, we love and miss you, and we know you're going to be with us this week.